around the committee if there's any other questions. I've just got a final one, David. It's the pricing of all of this seems quite opaque to me. So you've got the costs that you put out, plus the contingency plan, plus what I call the Derek Mackay loan. Then you've got the extra money that's been given to the yard. Then you've got some capital investment as well subsequent to that, which basically means to produce these ferries, I think we're talking about £175 million each for each of the ferries. That's roughly where I'm at, and that doesn't include any of the stuff that needs to be done in the harbours to make sure the harbours can take these boats, because we know that Ardrossan can't, and we know that there's no LNG tanks, so there's probably quite a lot of extra money in there, which is not part of this contract. But my question to you is, if each of these boats, Glensannox and 802, have cost £175 million to build, what will CMAL be putting them on their books at? What value will they be putting them on their books at? Because that's the value that they'll have to be insured at, and that's their true worth. So what do you think the true worth of those boats are? It can't be £175 million, surely.
I don't know what CMAL would, what decisions they'll make. That's up to them to do. I did say earlier that I thought a market price for this would be around 70 million if you were going to the market to buy one now. That was the figure I put in my letter to the Public Audit Committee last December.
Effectively, it's costing us 100 million, which we've wasted on these boats to get a boat that's worth 75 million. Or 175 million is what we've paid for a boat that's worth 70 million.
That's, running the simple maths, that seems to be the answer.
Wow. Okay. If there's no
staying on the pricing, we had been told that the 97 million original contract price was understated, and it should have been a lot more. But considering that FML were the most expensive when it came to bidding, how could that be?
It's long before my time. We're going back 9 years to that bidding process in 2015, 8-9 years. When I look at the specification and price it with the benefit of hindsight, I think in one of my letters I estimated that these were ships that should be 70 million each in the marketplace, 140 rather than 97. That was, I think I put that figure to the Public Audit Committee last December. How other competitors would have priced lower than that, I don't know.
But even that 70 figure, that's still a lot less than 200 and 160, and it seems like instead of building 2 vessels, we've actually built a gravy train instead, because that's a huge amount of money. So what's happened to that extra, 220 million? Is that all gone to contractors? Is it gone to things like, the wrong type of equipment that's put in and they have to come out and be scrapped? Where's that money gone?
There's been some scrapping of pipework and other equipment that's been taken out. You'll remember that in February 22 we took out, I think, 20,000 metres of legacy cables and had to scrap that. If you take the components of the 97 million original pricing, there was about 70 million for contractors and materials. And from what I've been able to see, I think 50 million of that was equipment and materials that has become 100. That's through inflation, buying some things twice, so that component has gone from 50 to 100. There was only about 10 million, 12 million in that original 97 for overhead contribution for the shipyard. The ferries were meant to be partially contributing to the yard for a period of about 4 years. In the figures of the 130 and the 110 for the 2 ships now, if you add together the FML 123 million, there's about 80 million of overhead recovery for the shipyard over 8-9 years will have been in the budget. So overhead contribution is one significant part of the increase, and the rest is increased in direct labour costs and subcontractor costs.
But if you were building it again, it would be a lot less. I think that's what you said earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, so overall external spend in the 360 total, that's the 240 from FMPG and 123 from FML. There is more than 200 is external spend, and the rest is internal overheads and labour at Ferguson.